bubble wrap parenting. Why teachers are frustrated by everyday skills kids can't seem to do these days. Next at 4:30.
Thank you, Kevin. It is a touchy topic today for your child. Are you doing too much for your kids? And is that making them a more difficult student in the classroom and less ready to make progress that's appropriate for their age? Joining us via Zoom is pediatrician and parenting expert Dr. Isha Mannering. Hello, thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, so we've, of course, heard of helicopter parenting, but there's a new term we're hearing, bubble-wrapped kids. What does that mean?
Well, it's a pretty good visual, right? Basically, these are well-meaning parents who want to just do the best for their children, but in that, they almost overdo it a little bit by taking away anything that can feel challenging or uncomfortable to their child and basically doing everything for their kids.
So then things like tying their shoes, let's say we do that, or help them get dressed. Some parents may think that they're showing love by helping their child, but how do we need to prioritize independence?
Well, when we do everything for our kids, in a way, we're reflecting to them that we don't believe that they're capable of doing it. So I think we need to kind of take a step back and say, okay, even though this may take a little bit more time, or we may have to watch our child maybe struggle a little bit or get a little uncomfortable, we really need to give them the opportunity to try things out, even if there's some trial and error and some imperfection involved, and really let them gain that independence under our guidance.
Yes. Okay. So most of us, myself included, feel very rushed every single day. How can our busy lives really interfere with this transition to independence?
Well, it's our whole culture these days, right? We live in a convenience culture where we need everything on demand and we want to do things quickly, but we really need to do right by our kids and say, you know what, even if it takes a little bit more time for them to be independent and do things on their own, it's really essential to developing confidence and independence as they grow up.
Such as, let them have that extra 30 seconds to learn how to tie their shoes, things of that nature.
Exactly.
And so give us some examples of everyday tasks or chores, maybe around the house, that will help take off that bubble wrap.
Yes, so there are numerous studies that say one way to build confidence in young kids is by giving them something that keeps them accountable, like a chore. So, you could have them water the plants. You could have them wipe off the tables, after they eat. You could have them help with the trash or the dishes, or kind of help with chores like laundry. So again, this may not be the most time efficient because they may not be as efficient at it as we would be, but it's a great way to help them build confidence.
Yes, I love those tips. That's how my kids earn their allowance, which also teaches them about budgeting. So
Exactly.
As kids, though, get older, maybe run into conflicts at school with teachers, assignments, parents are tempted to jump in, but should they?
I think this is a great question. I think for something like this, you want to be there for your child and support them, but it's important to let them navigate these issues with us just taking a back seat. So you could maybe talk with your child and say, hey, this is the situation. Tell me about it and tell me what you think would be a good step to take. So I think it is very important to let them speak for themselves, to kind of learn how to navigate their own conflicts, because if they don't practice it under our guidance when they're young, it's going to be really hard for them when they're adults and they have to navigate those things on their own.
Yes, and then when they go on to get a job, so forth, and have a boss, things like that. So great tips. Thank you so much, Dr. Isha Mannering, for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.